On this day in history, October 3rd. On October 3rd, 382 AD, Roman Emperor Theodosius I signed a peace treaty with the Goths, ending years of conflict following their invasion of the Roman Empire. The treaty allowed the Goths to settle in the Balkans as autonomous federates. They were given land in exchange for military service, which marked a significant moment in Roman Gothic relations. This agreement helped stabilize the empire, but it also foreshadowed the growing influence of barbarian groups within Roman territory. Muhammad VII ascended to the throne as the 12th Sultan of the Emirate of Granada, the last Muslim state on the Iberian Peninsula, on October 3, 1392. His reign was marked by internal struggles and conflict with the Christian kingdoms of Castile and Aragon. The Emirate of Granada was one of the last vestiges of the Islamic rule in Spain, before the eventual conquest by the Catholic monarchs in 1492, which completed the Christian reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula. After the Battle of Penghu, Shi Lang, a naval commander of the Qing dynasty, secured the surrender of the Tungning Kingdom on Taiwan on October 3, 1683. The Tungning Kingdom, founded by Koxinga, Zhengqinggong, as a Ming loyalist regime, resisted the Qing's takeover of China. Following the defeat, Taiwan became part of the Qing Empire, ending the Tungning Kingdom's existence and securing Qing control over Taiwan. The Treaty of Niš ended the Russian-Turkish War of 1735 to 1739, between the Ottoman Empire and the Russian Empire on October 3, 1739. Russia gained control over important territories in southern Ukraine, but failed to achieve access to the Black Sea, a long-standing Russian goal. The treaty helped restore peace in the region, but tensions between the two empires continued for decades, leading to further conflicts in the 18th century. On October 3, 1789, President George Washington issued a proclamation designating November 26, 1789, as a National Day of Thanksgiving. This marked the first official U.S. Thanksgiving holiday, intended as a day for giving thanks for the successful ratification of the U.S. Constitution and the establishment of the new government. This set a precedent for future Thanksgiving. During the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday to be celebrated on the last Thursday in November. This established Thanksgiving as a national tradition in the U.S. Adolfo Luque, a pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, became the first Latin American player to participate in a World Series during the 1919 series on October 3, 1919. Luque was from Cuba and paved the way for many future Latin American baseball stars. The 1919 World Series itself became infamous for the Black Sox scandal, where members of the Chicago White Sox were accused of intentionally losing games in exchange for money from gamblers. On October 3, 1929, King Alexander I of the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes renamed the country to Yugoslavia. This move was part of his attempt to create a unified South Slavic state and eliminate ethnic divisions. However, the name change did not resolve the deep political and ethnic tensions that would later contribute to the country's dissolution in the 1990s. On October 3, 1932, Iraq became an independent kingdom under King Faisal I. After being under British mandate following World War I, Iraq's independence marked the end of British colonial rule, though the British retained significant influence over Iraq's military and oil resources for many years. On October 3, 1942, a German V-2 rocket reached an altitude of 85 kilometers, 53 miles, during a test flight, making it the first human-made object to reach the edge of space. The V-2 rocket program, developed under Nazi Germany, became the precursor to modern ballistic missiles and space exploration technologies. On October 3, 1949, WERD, the first black-owned radio station in the United States, began broadcasting in Atlanta, Georgia. Owned by businessman Jesse B. Blayton Sr., WERD played a vital role in promoting African American culture, music, and news, and it became an important platform for the civil rights movement. On October 3, 1952, the United Kingdom became the world's third nuclear power after successfully testing its first atomic bomb, Operation Hurricane, in the Montebello Islands, off the coast of Western Australia. This test confirmed Britain's entry into the nuclear arms race, following the US and the Soviet Union. On October 3, 1957, a California court ruled that Allen Ginsberg's poem Howl was not obscene, following a highly publicized obscenity trial. The judge concluded that Howell had redeeming social importance and was protected by free speech, marking a victory for artistic freedom and helping to define the boundaries of free expression in literature. Wally Schirra, an astronaut in NASA's Mercury program, was launched aboard Sigma 7 on October 3, 1962. He completed 6 orbits around the Earth during the Mercury Atlas 8 mission, helping the U.S. gain valuable experience in manned spaceflight, just ahead of the eventual moon landings. On October 3, 1963, a military coup in Honduras ousted President Ramon Villeda Morales, beginning nearly 2 decades of military rule in the country. The coup was part of a broader pattern of political instability in Central America during the Cold War, often influenced by U.S. anti-communist policies. On October 3, 1985, Space Shuttle Atlantis made its maiden flight during mission STS-51J. Atlantis carried 2 military satellites into orbit and marked another step in NASA's Space Shuttle program, which would become crucial in deploying satellites and conducting scientific research in space. The TASCC, Tandem Accelerator Superconducting Cyclotron, at Chalk River Laboratories, Canada, was officially opened on October 3, 1986. This advanced particle accelerator was used for nuclear and particle physics research and represented a major step in Canada's scientific and technological development. On October 3, 1990, Germany was officially reunified, as the German Democratic Republic, East Germany, was incorporated into the Federal Republic of Germany, West Germany. This followed the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and marked the end of the Cold War division of Germany. German Unity Day is now celebrated every year on this date as a national holiday. On October 3, 1993, an American military raid aimed at capturing Somali warlord Mohammed Farah aided in Mogadishu ended in disaster. 18 U.S. soldiers and hundreds of Somalis were killed in intense fighting. The event, later depicted in the book and movie Black Hawk Down, led to a re-evaluation of U.S. involvement in Somalia. On October 3, 1995, former football star O.J. Simpson was acquitted of the murders of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman. The verdict followed a sensational trial that captivated the nation and highlighted deep racial and social divisions in the U.S. The case remains one of the most infamous in American legal history. On October 3, 2008, President George W. Bush signed the Emergency Economic Stabilization Act, also known as the bailout, into law. The $700 billion act aimed to address the financial crisis by stabilizing banks and financial institutions, marking the start of federal intervention during the global economic meltdown. On October 3, 2009, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Turkey established the Turkic Council, an intergovernmental organization focused on promoting cooperation among Turkic-speaking nations. The council fosters economic, cultural, and political ties, aiming to strengthen the unity of Turkic nations. On October 3, 2013, a boat carrying over 500 migrants sank near the Italian island of Lampedusa, resulting in the deaths of at least 360 people. The tragedy highlighted the dangers faced by migrants crossing the Mediterranean Sea, and led to calls for stronger European action on immigration and refugee crises. On October 3, 2022, Svante Pääbo was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his pioneering research in paleogenomics, particularly for sequencing the Neanderthal genome. His work has significantly advanced our understanding of human evolution and ancient genetics. Thank you for your time watching our content. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.